What the fuck is happening at Fox Sports? Joy Taylor getting passed around like a company blunt? And we got Simp Bayless, Pimp Bayless, Skip Bayless, cashing out $1.5 million for some fucking cheeks. Unk must be fucking starving. He is single-handedly resetting the market on the price of kitty. Here's what commercial breaks sounded like at Fox. People that didn't even work at Fox were lining up out the door to clock in. If this is what's happening at Fox, I don't know if we're ready for what's happening at ESPN. But I do know when this news broke, I submitted my resume. For research purposes, of course. No wonder Emmanuel Macho had this big-ass smile every day at work. He was fucking joy. Literally. He had happy all over his face and joy all over his taste buds. Joy just set female sport analysts back 100 years. Funniest part of all this shit is they all had to pull up to work and act like the nation doesn't know they just had an orgy in the back room. Joy's mommy milkers went on a generational run to the top. I just know Shannon Sharpe is living his best fucking life right now.
I need money.
Can we just keep it a buck? If they're fine enough, if they're funny enough, or if their financial status is what you want. Fine, funny, fucking money. You're throwing all boundaries, standards, all that shit you talked on Instagram about how you would never, and this woman ain't because women this and men this, you're moving forward with this person. Would you leave the game?
I'm selling coach. I'm selling coach. I'm selling coach. I'm selling. Okay.
I find it hilarious that everybody wants me to ignore Joy Taylor and focus more on Skip Bayless because they're alleging that he's offered this single mother $1.5 million in order to get the box. We don't need to focus on that because by default, Skip Bayless is going to be held accountable. That's what happens with men. We got a bias against them. And because he's not producing right now, because he's not hot right now, he's going to be a leper. Skip Bayless will probably never, ever work on a major network ever again. But we can't say the same for Joy Taylor. I guarantee you she lands on her feet. But more importantly, the bigger question and the greater conversation should be, did Skip Bayless have so much animosity for thinking that this woman, according to the lawsuit allegedly, that she was busting down Shannon Sharpe? And how women is always, almost 9 times out of 10, always at the foundation of a breakup and the breakup of a $1.5 billion annual revenue business. I believe that's what it said in the lawsuit, regardless. The point is that women will always get a bias, men will always be held accountable, and you simps are some of the worst people I've ever seen in my entire life. You didn't have that same energy and live and let live when it came to Jay-Z or anybody else that's accused and lose their job by default. But you want to do that for Joy Taylor. I don't know if y'all think that she gonna give y'all some box or what, but it's not gonna happen.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
People think that because you're being engaging or you're looking them in the eye or you're laughing at their jokes or you're being kind or giving them natural, normal attention, the imagination is, oh, she must be into me.
Oh, she's feeling me.
Oh, she's feeling me.
Okay.
When in fact, I'm really just literally speaking to you. So that's one part of it.
Delusional girl math.
What's your friend?
No, he's not talking about no shoes. I know it, man. Andre is not talking about shoes today.
I'm just glad she has a manicure. I'm just glad, America, that she has a manicure. She got the Air Moses on.
These are the Air Moses.
She got the Air Moses, boy.
What's your body count?
I have a body count of 6, 3, 16, 2.
44. I don't even keep track. I don't know.
Over 100?
Listen, gentlemen never kiss and tell.
Why is it okay for you to go sleep around with everyone else?
Because it's harder for me.
Obviously not. Because I mean, I got 3 and you got 44. And even if it is easier or harder for me, it doesn't matter. If I came up to you and told you, hey, I got like 40 to 50 bodies, you'd be like, hell no, she's ran through. But your just ass ran through.
Exactly.
But nobody says anything.
No,
'cause
he's
you're a
not
guy.
ran through. He's the one running through.
You're telling me you can go around and bust a nut in 44 females, but I can't go around and let 44 men bust a nut in me.
Because
Man,
I'm
but-
dominating them, you're being dominated.
What if I choose to dominate them?
That's not how male and female work.
My coochie stank. I know the wig is coming up, baby. I just
A lot of shit pissed me off. Like we got Joy Taylor taking advantage of these poor individuals, hungry, individuals, people that's out there, just living their life, and then they get seducted by women and their temptation. You know what I'm saying? It's messed up that men are so gullible and vulnerable to these type of allegations and lawsuits and stuff like that. Well, we know that most likely is true. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard for men to control their sexual appetite, and women know that and feed on it. It's pretty simple. It's pretty cut and dry. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, these dudes are married and they don't get the same satisfaction as they would from somebody that's just started a relationship. So they're looking for other alternate things that can satisfy their needs and stuff like that. So it might be a coworker, somebody they see every day, or a neighbor or something like that, or somebody they might see at a grocery store or something. And that might catch their eye and have them doing reckless things with their potential, their body, and even their finances, like Skip Bailey, running around here trying to give this girl $1 million for some you know plus I don't get it, but it's quite possible because he's thinking probably long term and stuff like that, and he's thinking that he can get something that's going to be worth his while. So it's sad that men have to go through this type of harassment, especially in the workplace. Her wearing these uh shirts that show a lot of cleavage and stuff like that, and men get to look in her feet out and stuff like that, and they're talking about her manicure and stuff. So it's a lot of things that men have to go through when they're in these high positions, and then they got women coming in, trying to be part of the eco e- the ecosphere or the economics of it. Well, with the economics, they're damn sure trying to drain the system. You know what I'm saying? Fox Sports is going to be paying a whole lot of money to settle these lawsuits and get this type of heat off their ass. You know what I'm saying? They just got done having to pay another big ass lawsuit like this. And it just continues when there's female sportscasters that come into the arena and want to get paid as much as the athletes that they see on the screen or that they're interviewing and stuff like that. Money does uh, cause people to do crazy things. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely are seeing what happens when a lot of women are in the workplace and they're actually taking advantage of these poor men and their sexual appetite when you know they throw them into these arenas. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as they throw them into these type arenas, they use their wits and their body. You know what I'm saying? To get men, and we're kind of helpless to this. You know what I'm saying? If it's pheromones and stuff, and her wearing perfume, we're helpless. We're helpless individuals. These women could constantly just get over on us. You know what I'm saying? We are not prone to saying no as much as we should to these women. You know what I'm saying? Especially because they're not yours, so you're gonna constantly go through this
pick and prod or should you do this and should you do that? Like you want to ask her out on a date because she's around you all the time, but you know damn well you shouldn't because you you know that's conflict of interest, right? So it's like I don't know what the government or different jobs like this expect you to do when you're around men all the time and then there is one or two women in the office. This stuff seems to happen a lot, um, throughout any type of organization. I'm thinking about any organization from AI to shit, anything. So this is how sad it is that people can't control their sexual desires, And it's too bad that Skip Bailey or whoever else might lose their position or their jobs and their money and what I'm saying their interests because it's damn sure gonna be somebody getting fired and this is uncalled for when they think that all kind of stuff is going on in the background of Fox Sports and it's just a bad look. So it is what it is. Men, y'all gotta stay aware of women being in the workplace. You damn sure can't be mixing um, your sexual lust with your job, with where you're getting your money from. Like these two will never mix ever. You can never be like, oh, I'm about to marry my boss or something. Like it's damn sure gonna be a dynamic you're not gonna be used to and not gonna want in a relationship. So it is what it is, man. Silence acceptance when you have a lifetime of